Good evening, and welcome to Finding Hope in Doing Good. We are so thankful to have you join us tonight. My name is Joseph Conyers, and I will be your host for the evening. And while I do have a lot of different titles underneath my name, Assistant Principal Double Bass of the Philadelphia Orchestra, Artistic Advisor and Artist in Residence for the Boston University Tanglewood Institute, Music Director of the Philadelphia All-City Orchestra, and double bass faculty at the Juilliard School and Temple University. I can also say I'm very, very proud to be a founding member and the executive director of Project 440, the organization we are celebrating tonight. Project 440 is a unique organization. We use music as a tool to help young people become the best version of themselves possible. Well, how does that work, you might ask? Well, simply, Project 440 is a music organization that doesn't teach music. We are a creative youth development program that uses the skills inherent in music making to teach young people to be civic-minded and entrepreneurial leaders of tomorrow. We are so excited to be featuring the students from our Doing Good program. Doing Good is our most intensive program. It takes place over the course of a semester. We have our fantastic teaching artists who work diligently with the students twice a week in putting together projects. These service learning projects are fantastic ways for young people to explore how they can be of service to their community. Not only that, they learn what leadership skills they have. They learn to explore and discover and to uncover the needs of a community. They then take all of that wonderful info and they put together these projects that they then present to their community. The midway point of the program, we have what we call a guppy tank, where the students pitch their programs in front of industry leaders. And the last component of the program are the students present their projects in the community. As a reminder, Project 440 provides participation stipends to all students who participate in Project 440 programs here in Philadelphia. This is a point of equity so that no student has to say no to being part of our programs because they have to provide to the household income of their family. We are so excited to be able to share the work of our wonderful students with you. But that's not all. We also have a number of special guests who will be joining us this evening. I'm not going to give the surprise away just yet. Just know that you'll be thoroughly impressed and thoroughly entertained. Our students are participating, our guest artists are participating, and now here's a chance for you to be able to participate. We will be so honored to have your donation to our organization. You can donate via the address you see on the screen, or you can donate via the link below that will take you to our Project 440 giving page. Know that your gift will go a long way in supporting our students, and you can even set up your gift so that it recurs monthly on our website. Thank you in advance for your generous and thoughtful contributions. Our first student presentation comes from the group Art Shark. Art Shark created a platform where artists can showcase their work with each other. We are so excited to have a member of the Art Shark team, Ryan Williams, to tell you about it all. Ryan, take it away.
Hello everyone, this is our group Art Shark. Our founders are Isaiah Muhammad, Kyle Boone, Patricia Harden, myself Ryan Williams, Tyler Davis, and Sandro Zhu. Our mission is to find a place for independent artists to share their work and build off of each other.
What Art Shark is. Art Shark is a website specifically for independent artists to share their unfinished and finished work, as well as to collaborate and discuss about their projects with one another. During the ongoing pandemic, these artists don't really have a way to do this. With Art Shark, we give an uplifting and supportive way for these artists to share their craft. We believe that this will bring a breath of fresh air to the fine arts for musicians, dancers, visual artists, writers, and many more in the industry.
Our origins. The main basis in mind was to help indie artists get their work out there and gain recognition and collaborate with other artists in hopes of going big with their projects. The website was made with Wix. For the budget, we took in mind the aspects of getting the website domain, advertising, and moderating the site. We got a preliminary budget of $500 from Project 440. Additionally, we set up a GoFundMe to obtain extra funds. The link is there, and will be there at the end of the presentation as well.
So the website has three main sections: music, art, and miscellaneous. These are general categories that artists can post their work in. Users can post discussions or questions about their finished projects or updates on what they have done in their work. Users can also follow each other on the site and send each other notifications over email.
Future plans. We want ArtShark to be a great way to help up-and-coming artists in the fine arts get their work out there and recognized to as many people as possible. Especially in times during the pandemic, industries such as music, art, dance, writing, etc. are needed more than ever. And we hope that with ArtShark, the fine arts will flourish from artists trying to make a name for themselves in dark times like these. And we also hope you'll support us on our journey to make this possible.
To keep in contact with us, please follow our social medias. Our Instagram is ArtShark. Our email is contactartshark@gmail.com. That is the link to our website and our GoFundMe if you want to share and donate with friends.
Thank you.
ArtShark, that was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Ryan and the rest of your group. As a reminder, your donations go directly to supporting projects like ArtShark. If you would like to donate, please go to the link below. Hi everyone, my name is Nozomi Imamura, and I am one of the teaching artists for Doing Good. I have been teaching this program for the past 3 years, and it has been absolutely incredible to see students take ownership of their learning and create projects that positively impact our communities. Thank you all for your continued support of Project 440 and our work.
Our first surprise special guest is a Philadelphia native. He has been on over 300 recordings and has himself collected 7 Grammy Awards. This special guest also is near and dear to my heart because we happen to play the same instrument. Christian McBride is one of the most celebrated jazz musicians of our time, and I'm so pleased to have him be part of this celebration of our students in finding hope and doing good. Christian and I actually met via Instagram. Thank you, social media. And in an admiration of each other's work. And we have since been able to meet where he told me about growing up in Philadelphia, being in the all-city orchestra, working with teachers who are still part of the district today that I work with. Christian is an awesome guy, and it's been wonderful getting to know him over the last few years. Without further ado, everyone, Christian McBride.
Project 440, congratulations on continued success. To my friend Joseph Conyers, my hat's off to you, my man.
Thank you for the amazing performance, Mr. McBride. It's always lovely to hear from a fellow Kappa alum and see all the incredible things you go on to accomplish after high school. Bravo, sir. Hello, everyone. My name is Marquise Bradley, and I'm a Project 440 alumnus from Doing Good and the Youth Advocacy Council. I currently study clarinet performance with a minor in business administration at the Cleveland Institute of Music and Case Western Reserve University. During my time in high school, I pretty much participated in every program Project 440 had to offer, and among them, I am most grateful for my experiences in Doing Good. As a student in the program, my friends and I were able to establish the Center City Chamber Orchestra, an ensemble comprised of, administered, and conducted by young musicians in the greater Philadelphia area. Though my days as a student in Project 440 programs has come to an end, I'm still grateful for all of the lessons that continue to guide me throughout my education, professional career, and even my personal life. For example, I was elected onto the executive board of the Cleveland Institute's Black Student Union at the end of my sophomore year, and upon accepting that role, I felt fully prepared to take the lead on tasks like drafting and presenting budget proposals for the approval of our Dean of Students, designing interactive and relevant engagements for our fellow student body members, and strategically addressing many of the issues we'd come across as leaders in our community. Having worked with professionals like Dr. Susanna Loewy and Michael Bryan, I learned never to waste time wishing I had more to work with, but rather to use the time and, of course, my energy to maximize on all the resources I currently have available to me, or at least within my reach. This mindset allowed my BSU colleagues and I to stay grounded and continue developing our community, even through the toughest moments of the quarantine and the peak of polarization and the social conversation regarding issues of racial injustice. Above all else, I'd say Doing Good has prepared me to lead a career that not only aligns with my best interest, but also one that will have a positive impact on any community in which I find myself, using music as a tool to blur the lines between work, play, passion, and service as I continue to grow into the person I've always dreamt myself to be. I want to thank you all for being here today and supporting Project 440's students and alumni like myself. Now I would like to share with you a recording of Bartok's first Romanian folk dance. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the program.
Marquise, thank you so much for that beautiful Bartok. It feels like only yesterday that I was conducting you as principal clarinet of the All City Orchestra. You have gone on to make us all very proud here at Project 440. You and many of the alumni of our programs have gone on all across the country now and are creating your own ripple effects and making the community around you better, given the work that you learned through Project 440. So thank you so much for that. And if you want to help support more students like Marquise so that they can then go off to college and make us all proud, you can do so by clicking that link beneath the video that will have all the information that you need for making donations. The next group that we are celebrating tonight is Tonic K-5. I'm so happy to introduce you all to Trifina Tunisia, who will be telling you more about Tonic K-5 and how they teach music and music theory using videos. Trifina.
Hi, we are Yeshua, Ronell, Haley, and Trifina, and this is Tonic K-5. We believe that elementary school students deserve to explore music through a clear lens. Tonic K-5 will do just that. We create videos to teach music theory lessons, and we hope to spark a greater interest in the music that these kids will soon be playing. We also want the students to look at a piece and be able to understand what they're playing and how they're going to be playing it. We also hope to shed light on pieces of music or genres that these kids may not be used to.
Tonic K-5 is an organization that teaches kids from grades kindergarten to 5th grade music theory and other musical education they don't normally get to have.
Our strengths. During the process of trying to get students for a class, we found that making a video would have been better so we could reach a wider audience than just the original 5 to 10 kids we were planning on working with originally. So we had to learn to adapt and change our lesson plan, and this helped us a lot. We also learned from this as we learned how to edit and create videos, and that would fit in with our lesson plan.
Our weaknesses. In the process of developing our organization, we ran into a few obstacles. Though we sent out emails to multiple schools explaining who we are and what our mission was, we received no emails back. This caused us to change up our lesson plan and to switch to our plan B, which was a video lesson instead of a Zoom lesson. We also had to come up with both the script and video in a very short amount of time.
Although we did not get emails back from schools, we saw this as an opportunity to create a YouTube video to not only benefit kids in our city, but kids all around the world.
And threats. Not having students to teach made it really hard, and having to change our entire plan also made it more hard on us too, because our original plans went through for the first few weeks, and having to change our plan last minute also meant revising our budget plans.
This is our Tonic K-5 mind map. It goes into our plan as an organization that we follow throughout our process. It goes into our purpose, how we have advertised, our finances, time management, and the benefit in our future planning. How we adapted as a team. After learning that no school has replied back within time for us to create a class between 5 to 10 kids, we decided that we needed to change our lesson plan and our way of getting our lesson out there. We settled with making a YouTube video that shortened our lesson plan, but had all of the information we have hoped to share. This was pretty new to us, but we've decided that this could be a more easier way to share our musical knowledge with not just younger students of Philadelphia, but with whoever wanted to view it on YouTube.
We were able to successfully create a website for our organization along with social media accounts such as Facebook and Instagram, explaining who we are as a group, along with our mission when it comes to the students. Even though we were forced to change our original plan, we were all able to develop a finalized lesson plan that we could engage students and teach them something new about music. This led us into creating, editing, and posting our first class onto YouTube. We also created a Kahoot so that after the lesson, students can test their newfound knowledge and use it as a study/practice guide.
To spread the word of our organization, Tonic K-5 has an Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and a website.
And this is our Tonic K-5 video.
Hey, I'm Ronell.
I'm Haley.
Hi, I'm Trifina.
Hi, I'm Yeshua.
And we are
Tonic K-5.
Today we'll be learning about solfege, and if you didn't know, solfege is a simple... And I'm sure you've heard it before. Each syllable, like do, re, mi, is used on a scale like the one we see here. Solfege is used when sight reading, which is reading notes off of a piece of music. So instead of saying A sharp, B flat, or C, we would say do, re, or mi.
Now that you all have learned what solfege is, we all will be teaching you the hand movements that go along with the parts of the scale.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Thank you, Ronell. Now we will learn easier ways to remember the hand movements. This is do. An easier way to remember do is to think of it like a rock because your hand is in a fist.
Re, and an easy way to remember this is imagining an airplane taking off. Mi, another easy way to remember this is an airplane landing.
Fa. When you say fa, think of it as a thumbs down. Sol. When you think of soul, think of it as you're reaching out for a handshake.
This is lie. A fast way to think of lie is to think of it like you're grabbing something. This is tea. A fast way to think of tea is to think of it like you are pointing at something in the sky.
And remember, every eighth note repeats itself. This is called an octave. So the scale goes right back to the rock, which is do.
Now that you learned a little bit of solfege, take a shot at our Kahoot in the description below.
Hello everyone. So for the end of today's lesson, I will be introducing our musical branch. Now, you may be wondering, what is a musical branch? It could be described as a piece of music selected by someone that shows off their individual interests and or background. Each lesson, someone can add their own branch and it will eventually create a musical tree full of everyone's individual songs. This will allow people to find similar interests and maybe even discover some new ones. The name of the piece that I have chosen is My Favorite Things. The genre of the piece is jazz. The original composer of the piece is Richard Rodgers. This song was originally sung by the artist Julie London, but this particular version was sung by the great John Legend. This piece was originally made in 1965 for a musical named The Sound of Music. I have chosen this piece because jazz is one of my favorite genres, and this is one of my all-time favorite songs. This is also a nice song to get everyone in the holiday spirit. I hope everyone enjoys. We have sent the videos to schools in Philadelphia in case they were interested in showing the videos to their younger students. In the future, we will consider making more videos for Tonic K-5. This depends on the responses from the schools on whether or not they enjoyed the videos. We hope to have engaged young music students both in and outside of Philadelphia and help them learn something new. Thank you.
Great job, Tonic K-5. Hi everyone, my name is Arianda Rosas, and I am a Project 440 graduated from Doing Good, Instruments for Success, and the Youth Advocacy Council. And I am also a payment artist. Thank you all for being here today. Project 440 helped me to become a more confident person. The community has been very supportive with mentors and students learning and helping with each other. It gives me the security that I will always have someone who will support me and help me if I need help. Doing Good helped me to understand the impact that music has over people's communities and how we, as musicians, can use these tools to create a change and help people with music. Through the course of this program, I learned the importance of public speaking, communication, and leadership skills. And it led me to change some of my life goals so I can be part of the change. I created connections and met people with similar interests, and others who have helped me outside of the program. I met my flute teacher, Susanna, who has helped me to develop as a great musician and be able to obtain a full scholarship at Rowan University. During Instruments for Success, I learned to prepare for college applications, and as a foreign student who has just moved to the United States, I was able to understand the college process and the things I need and can do to raise my possibilities to obtain a spot or a scholarship at a university or college I wanted to apply to. Mr. Segas, the teacher of the program, always kept the classes interesting for the students, and it was easy to follow for a non-native English speaker. Thanks to Project 440, I was able to transform into a better version of myself and prepare for a future that I'm excited about. Thank you again, and it gives me pride to introduce to you one of the world's greatest violinists and longtime friends and supporters of Project 440, Hilary Hahn.
Hi everyone! I am so happy to be a part of this event for Project 440. I love the work Project 440 does, their leadership, entrepreneurship, communication skills courses, the way they bring so many people together, and the way they care for the students, preparing them for life, preparing them for the world. It's phenomenal. I have known Joseph Conyers since our student days at Curtis, and I am so happy to see how this project has developed over the years. I think it's our job as performers and professional musicians to prepare the world for the next generations of musicians, and it's the job of the next generations to prepare themselves for the world. So what Project 440 does is bridge those generations, help pass on the legacy of knowledge and the legacy of the desire to do better and create a better world for those who follow in our footsteps. And also, we need to enable people who follow in our footsteps to create their own footsteps. So Project 440 is really giving these students voices, power, storytelling, tools, and ways to make their world and their communities a better place for all of us.
Hilary Hahn, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your contribution to finding hope in doing good. Hilary Hahn and I have known each other a very long time. We go all the way back to our college days. But Hilary has also been a longtime friend of Project 440. Some of you might remember that Hilary donated her Glashut Award of $25,000 to Project 440 back in 2019. That gift was transformational for us, and we are so thankful for Hilary and her leadership, not only in that gift of Project 440, but in who she is as a social media influencer and fantastic violinist and inspiration to so many across the country. Hilary, thank you, thank you, thank you. So some of you might be saying, well, I heard of Project 440 in Chicago, or I heard of Project 440 in Nashville, or in Atlanta, or working with the Los Angeles Philharmonic. Well, Project 440 does do a lot of work in partnerships all around the country. We have these different partnerships, and we're so proud to be able to present our programs to young people all across the country. I want to emphasize the word partnerships. These programs are done basically for a fee for service from the organization to provide our curriculum, our award-winning, internationally renowned, award-winning curriculum to students all around the country. And all those fees that come into the organization from those partnerships feed right back into us allowing to do the work here in Philadelphia for students, again, not only free of charge, but also to be able to provide those participation stipends to the students. So we are super excited to have these partnerships in different parts of the country, working with students thanks to Zoom. The pandemic presented an opportunity for our organization that we actually took advantage of. We were able to first partner with the LA Philharmonic in presenting Project 440 Online, which is a summer program with 100 students from 16 states and teaching artists from all around the country. And we used that model to develop these mini models of Project 440 of Instruments for Success and Doing Good virtually. If you would like to learn more about how you can benefit from the wonderful work of this fantastic curriculum, click the link below to find out more how you can have Project 440 in your neighborhood. Our next student group presenting this evening is Meals for Music. We are so excited about the work that they are doing, and we want them to be able to tell you about it. Meals for Music, take it away.
Our project is Meals for Music, and the contributors are Ezra Greenberg, Jennifer Wang, Ali Uritsky, and me, Lily Johannan.
Food insecurity is an important issue in our community. Over 15% of Pennsylvanians are believed to be food insecure. That's almost 2 million people, a number that's likely higher now due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In addition to the well-known worries that come from not knowing when your next meal will be, food insecure individuals also have higher health risks, including a higher risk of type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and psychological and behavioral health issues. Given all of these problems caused by food insecurity, we knew that we had to do something to fight it with our project.
So our mission statement is fighting food insecurity through musical performance. We're taking performances from students around our county and other parts of the Philadelphia region. We're compiling them into one concert, and we're benefiting all the donations to a certain organization that will donate to those in need.
How we were planning to go about this was to make a contest for musicians, and our reward was going to be $25 gift card for the first place winners. The Zoom recital is going to take place on April 10th, 2021. Also, to fund our project, go to BCOC, the Bucks County Opportunity Council, who are a local food bank business which we are planning to work with.
As for budget details, what we spent money on for this project, we spent money on a website that we used, and we paid for the pro version of the website as well as the domain. However, we've had problems with the domain, therefore we are resorting to the free version of the website. As for the Zoom, we don't need to pay money for that since we'll be using Project 440 Zoom. And we're also going to fund 2 prizes. Well, one for each first place winner. They're each gonna get a $25 Amazon gift card. We're also paying 3 judges to judge our contest, and they will each get $30.
So the timeline for our project is, in October, we first started doing the Doing Good class, where we learned different leadership skills and all the different things that you have to think about when planning a project like this. And so then in January is when this specific project idea of like fighting food insecurity actually formed, and we talked about how to do it. And so we were thinking about like different concert ideas, and eventually we realized that doing a music contest would be like the most fun way and a great way to involve the community in our fundraising project. And so then on January 24th, we had what's called the Guppy Tank, which is when we pitch our project idea to a group of different people involved with Project 440 who give us constructive feedback on our project and what we can do to improve it. And then once that was done, then we really got working on executing the project. And so we started advertising our contest, reaching out to BCOC, who we were donating the money to. And on March 20th, all the video submissions for our contest were due. We received almost 20 videos from people, ranging from people in like elementary school all the way up to seniors in high school. And on April 10th, we will be doing one concert split into 2 parts, our junior division, elementary and middle school students, and the senior division, which will be high school students. During the concert is when we intend to get most of our donations, but the website link we're using to collect donations will be open through the 15th.
How are we affecting the community through our project? Students performing who have been deprived of chances are now given the opportunity to perform. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, many students have been deprived of their recitals and other concerts. This opportunity is a chance for them to play for others that they haven't gotten to before. We're also helping these students learn about those in need in our area. By gathering them together in this one concert, we're giving them information about this pandemic and how it's affecting people around them, so they know that people are fighting food insecurity in their community. We're also helping others find jobs, food, and other essentials. We're partnering with a reliable and trustworthy organization. The BCOC is known to help others in this community with local food banks and finding jobs. Our fundraising goal is $500, and so far we've raised about $300. We hope that through our concert we can raise even more.
Thank you. If you have any questions regarding our project, you can visit our website or contact us and send an email to us at our email, mealsformusic@gmail.com. We hope to see you participating in this effort to help those in need in our community, and see you at the concert.
Thank you so much, Meals for Music. Your project was amazing. My name is Mora-Lee. I'm a 10th grade student attending the High School for the Creative and Performing Arts. I'm a violinist of 7 years and a 2020 Doing Good graduate. When I began playing the violin, I never imagined the vast opportunities that it would grant me, and I definitely didn't think that a program such as Doing Good would be available for me. My first experience with Project 440 was during their 2020 online summer program. I loved it so much, it left a great impression, so I wanted to take part with Project 440 again, which led me to applying for the Doing Good program. And as unexpected as it is, I'm super glad that I participated with Doing Good during the pandemic. The pandemic has been a difficult time for everyone, including myself, but nothing has helped me get through this time more than Project 440 and Doing Good. Because Previous to me joining this program, I felt directionless, as if all of my effort and hard work into my craft were pointless. I would witness racism, injustice, and inequality occur within my community and others, while frustrated over how I felt incapable of making any change. And considering that I'm only 16, and the only notable thing that I'm capable of doing is playing the violin. But while this is true, these things are true to a certain extent, doing good helped me realize the skills and advantages that my background and knowledge grant me. Being a teenager allows me to think innovatively and creatively, while having the experience of a musician is a tool in and out of itself. Music allows me to be able to help others while doing something that I love. And with the guidance of the Doing Good program, I realized the numerous possibilities of career paths for me, and I'm positive that the tools I was taught during my few months with this program will benefit me throughout my entire life. And I finally feel like I'm capable of making any change or achieving anything that I apply effort to, whether that's being successful as a performer, an entrepreneur, or making a social impact. With Project 440's help, I'm confident that my knowledge as a young musician is a gateway to any path of my choosing. Thank you for your attendance and support. Our final project is from Project 440's first year of Doing Good. Please welcome Chloe Cooper and Claire Casanova with Generation Music.
Hi, I'm Claire.
Hi, I'm Chloe.
And we are Generation Music.
So who are we? We started Generation Music for Project 440's Doing Good program, and Claire and I joined during their inaugural year, which was in 2018. And when we were told to think of a project that would kind of give back to our community, Claire and I both came up with the idea of creating a program where we can teach students more about music, since in the school district of Philadelphia, not every school had that opportunity to provide for the students. We decided on the name Generation Music kind of because we're teaching like a new generation, and we're just inspiring them to continue with music and to learn about it. And when we went to our first school, which was Arts and Sciences Middle School, we got really good feedback from the teachers, from our lesson plans, and the students loved it a lot. They learned a lot as well, and it just inspired us to keep it going.
While we were in the Project 440 program, we were able to develop our mission statement, and over the years that we've taken the class, because we take it 2 years, we kind of developed our mission statement more, and this is what we came up with. Generation Music provides classical music education to underrepresented youth through workshops and lessons solely taught by young artists. And our vision statement is, through our interactive workshops and lessons, students, no matter their background, will have access to music education.
Once we completed the Doing Good program in 2018, to continue our organization and to kind of take it to the next step, Claire and I decided to become fiscally sponsored. So that way we could have like fundraiser events, we could receive donations and have donors, and just kind of be more proactive with becoming a nonprofit. And so in August of 2018, that's when we became fiscally sponsored, so that we could continue going to schools and eventually starting our own after-school program as well.
So in our second year, we developed a new kind of workshop called Night at the Orchestra, and it was kind of based off the movie Night at the Museum, where the students are guided around the room and there's a full orchestra or instruments from each section of the orchestra spread out around the room, and it's all high school volunteers that are friends that we've convinced to do this for us if we give them pizza, and they did it and they said yes, so that was easy. And these students were able to walk up to each instrument and hear the instrument live rather than hearing from the video. So we started an after-school program at our local music school, or like where kids are able to take lessons and stuff. And we were working with their Kaleidoscope group, which is their preschool to, I think, 2nd grade group. And we taught over 100 students, gone through the little workshop, because we continue doing it even after graduating the 2nd time.
So these are just some pictures of just the schools that we visited. Like this is Claire teaching, and you can kind of see our lesson plans here. While we were in the Doing Good program both years, we learned how to create our own lesson plans. And so that's just something that we do now. We create them from scratch, and all the ideas are our own. And here's another picture of me teaching in one of our schools. And we also have like interactive like worksheets that we give them that also incorporate what we taught earlier in the lesson. And then our bottom picture here is just at another school with them actually working on the activity.
So this is pictures from our very first graduation, and Project 440 gifted us these awesome varsity jackets. They're very heavy, but they're great and bright purple. And yeah, this is just the first graduation, the first group that went through the Doing Good program.
And then this is our Doing Good graduation from 2019. And pictured is our new volunteers that we kind of added onto our team to help us grow and to help us reach more students. And they've been awesome in helping us in every way possible. So this is them at the graduation. And then like this is us. And then in our 2nd graduation, we got Doing Good hoodies, which I like a lot. It's also purple, but they're really cool.
Not as heavy. So, picture before is Kintan, and she joined the Doing Good program for a 3rd year to recruit new people. And in her group, she was able to create a new program for our Kaleidoscope group that we usually teach at Settlement, our local music school, and called it Mini Master Classes, where the group came and played harp for the students and had little activities for the students to be able to see and touch and feel how a harp feels like and sounds like in person.
So what we're up to now, since the pandemic started and it stopped us from being able to visit schools as well as going to Settlement Music School and having our after school program, our whole team was just brainstorming ideas about how we could still stay active and still continue to reach students from home. So we came up with the idea of creating a YouTube channel called Generation Music Plus. And we decided to kind of expand on Kintan's group's idea of taking mini master classes and posting them as YouTube videos for different instruments. So here's a picture here of our YouTube channel, and you can see that we have mini masterclass videos about like trumpet, string instrument, saxophone, and we just asked all our friends to volunteer just to take like a few minutes out of their day to kind of make the video. And we wanted to make sure that the videos kind of stayed on the shorter side, so that way for younger students that might be watching, they won't get bored really easily.
After the YouTube channel, we were trying to brainstorm more ideas, and we came up with a COVID care package. So it is a little packet of hand sanitizer, some stickers, and a custom-made Generation Music mask. And here are just some of our friends and myself, people who bought the mask, and we asked them to take selfies, and we showcased them on our Instagram with their permission.
So thank you for watching our presentation about Generation Music. You can check us out at
generationmusic.org.
Or you can check us out on our Facebook and Instagram if you just type in Generation Music. So check us out, give us a like, give us a follow. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chloe and Claire. Your work inspires us at Project 440, and we look forward to seeing you continue to grow. Hi everyone, my name is Susanna Loewy, and I'm the Program Director at Project 440 and the lead teaching artist of Doing Good. Throughout the past 4 years of doing good, our students' projects have impacted hundreds of community members. Generation Music has grown past a Doing Good project and has become an impressive organization in its own right, introducing music to young children throughout Philadelphia. We're so thrilled to have been the catalyst for such an impressive endeavor and admire all Claire and Chloe have done. Before I pass it back to Joe, I want to give quick thanks to our sponsors for today's event. Thank you so much, LeVan Muhick Stapleton and Claire Roberson Craft. Thank you all again for being here and for your continued support. Now, please enjoy a special performance from Joseph Conyers.
Hello everyone, we have reached that point of the evening where we must say goodbye. I know it's so sad, but for those of you who have donated tonight, thank you so much for your support. For those of you who plan on donating later, thank you so much for your support. For those who've been praying for us all of this time, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate it, the whole of the board appreciates it, the staff, and most certainly our students. And feel free to share this program with your friends, family, and loved ones. We want to spread the message of the great work that is going on here in Philadelphia, and we hope that they find hope by the good works of our students. Have a wonderful evening.